lot of footage.
So his snake is fresh. It's like all new stuff.
Damn. He learned that
cool
quick.
to see. Yeah, he definitely did.
The game hasn't, well, depending on who you are, the game has been out 3 weeks, or, you know, you're one of those pirate people and you had the game for about 5 or so. But, wow, shout out to Bushi, man. I mean, that's just like, I don't even want to say it's a vast improvement. If anything, you know, it's a shout out to the difference in play styles that he can bring to the table. You know, you get somebody aggro like Bay, or you can get somebody very methodical like Snake.
He'll be the first to tell you that his ceiling was always like, I'm shooting for top 16, right? Okay. And making that on the loser's side and then hitting someone hard. No one, I think, ever dreamed that he'd be in top 3 here, and that's such a great story today.
Wow.
Back in winners semifinal. And one of your production's going to catch that.
There it is.
Winners semifinal.
All right, and this is...
it's Pichu versus Sonic. Tyroy, former Bayonetta main. Moving on to the little rodent with the little red scarf on his ear, or whatever you want to call it.
And this rodent might be little, but god dang it, if you've been paying attention to Smash Ultimate like I know you have, you know that this thing packs a whopping punch here. You meet this rodent in bracket and you're in for a rough time. But you know what, though? Ken has definitely been showing himself here this weekend. Phenomenal job taking a lot of names here, so he's looking to do the same here versus Tyroy. Tyroy, of course, not playing the Bayonetta before. You know, not playing a lot of his characters that we've seen in the past. You know, he's kind of switching things up, but I think for the betterment.
Again, I mentioned it with JDB. Tyroy, very much in a similar vein. One of those guys who's always been like, I play the cast. I'll play anyone. So we see him relying on this Pichu here, and whoa, you thought you could air it out to the ledge? Nah, son, cleaned him up.
Let me show you something real quick. Ken still showing him the good footwork despite being down the deficit. That's one of the great things about characters that either have a really strong projectile game or characters that are really hard to pinpoint because they're speed like Sonic. No matter what the lead is, no matter what the set count is, they're always in full control of the pacing.
This is a character, Pichu, that can certainly match the speed of Sonic, right?
Well, that's true, too. That's certainly true. Pichu's not slow himself. Down throw, nice stuff.
Now, I was talking to Tyroy earlier when we were watching a Ken site. He says, why don't people react to a homing attack and parry it? And I say, it's not that easy, man. You can just, like, you can mix up the timing, right?
Who said that, Tyroy?
Tyroy said that, and then he just parried a homing attack and made me look really stupid.
All right, man. I mean,
look at him go.
This is Tyroy, for God's sake, all right? I mean, this isn't just some... He's not some run-of-the-mill smash player like we are, okay?
I'm also an old man who has no reaction time anymore to speak of, so...
True, and my fingers have been ruined from playing the piano, so I don't have that reactionary speed like I once had either. But I tell you who does have that, and that's Tyroy and Ken here. Ken right now here with the deficit, man. This is really odd to see him struggle, but I definitely understand why. You know, like Sonic, Pichu gets a lot off of just one small opening. That could be something that could be kind of a thorn in his side in this matchup.
And the disadvantage state from Sonic can be exploited, especially because there's no more invulnerability frames on his up B.
That's right.
And Pichu is so fast, he can definitely get in there, catch him at certain angles, and make it hellish for Sonic. But of course, Ken does get that. I think he just like kind of ripped a reaction forward smash. Thought he knew Tyroy was going to press some kind of button. That takes the stock, and now all things are evened up in game 1.
Sometimes you just got to take those openings when you see them, you know what I mean? Okay, dash is right in, and I like that Tyroy not quite as aggressive as we've seen in just a few moments ago. Now he's kind of staying towards the middle of the stage, and when he gets too close, he's going on those platforms. He's using Thunder Jolt to find his openings now. Ken really struggling on dealing with it. Goes for the forward smash off the ledge. There's the tilt. God dang, those toes.
That forward tilt, I still contest, might just be the best move in this game.
Think so? Yeah, actually it might be. Yeah, it actually might be.
All right, back gets it
God,
done.
Yes.
Maybe Tyroy realized that the forward, he had done turnaround forward tilt, it was staled a bit. So instead going for the backer, which you could drag him to the left and help him make sure that stock is sealed for sure.
Most definitely, man. His vacuum sealed it.
Understanding your resources, I think.
Yeah, one thing I did forget about in this matchup is that Tyroy's really going to have to watch how he recovers to the ledge. I've completely spaced on the fact that Sonic can two-frame the ledge. You know, his forward smash is longer than some of the Swordy's range in this game, and in the last game as well, too. So, yeah, you guys got to take that into consideration. You can't quite recover for free like how you might think. God dang. That one almost had enough gas and tank there to connect. Not quite, though.
These Thunder Jolts doing a great job of helping out Pichu just in the neutral game, right? You can do the retreating Thunder Jolt when the spin dash is going to charge, and it's at the very least a thorn in the side of the spin dash where Ken has to time it perfectly just to make sure it at least clanks.
Yes. Now, I would like to see more parry attempts, and if not from... I know we've seen him from Tyroy a lot, like you talked about, he was parrying the homing attack, but I'd like to see some from Ken as well, too, because now we're starting to see Tyroy go for, like, approaching neutral specials. And with that in mind, if you parry the Thunder Jolt, you might be able to go for a punish afterwards.
Pichu's so fast. I would struggle to see what kind of things even Sonic, a fast character, could do to punish that.
Yeah. Uh-oh, that's a high recovery.
No punish.
Yeah.
Respecting the landing aerial option, I think, was Tyroy. Okay. Not respecting that.
Absolutely not. It's a little bit too much respect. Respect that. I don't think Ken would show you if the roles were flipped, my friend. Coming up on 2 minutes and 15 seconds here. Despite how quick both of these characters are playing, they have certainly brought this one down to the wire. We got ourselves an even game here once more. Ken here, 26%.
I don't
forward air.
think we'll see a timeout. It's possible.
It certainly is possible. And it's nothing uncharacteristic of Tyroy, I don't think. You know, he played Bayonetta in the last game. We've seen a couple timeouts on his behalf.
But Pichu's such an explosive character. We're getting, once you get to like 100%, it's pretty easy to take stocks with him. Like you have forward tilt, you have thunder confirms, you have back air drag off the sides. There's so many ways to take stocks with Pichu and there are so many not really committal ways. Like you can't even punish that forward smash.
Yeah, he had to just eat that. He had literally had to hold the forward smash. He wanted to go for like a turnaround grab, but it just wasn't quite enough. Okay, the Thunder Jolts once more. Ken slowly but surely chiseling his way back here into an even playing field.
Having this lead for Pichu is, it matters very little because all the electric attacks do like a 0.5%.
That's right.
But it's a resource that Pichu can use because if you're behind against Sonic and you're using electric attacks, you're extending his lead even slightly.
That's right, and then on top of that, you're probably using your electric attacks, more notably probably the Thunder Jolt, neutral special, to try to bait him in. And I think Ken is fully aware of that. Okay, playing the floor is lava. Getting him off of that top platform despite being under a minute here. Ken still not being aggressive.
Tyroy no stranger to floor is lava gameplay. We've seen him play Bayonetta on Duck Hunt several times when that stage was legal.
Yeah, we have.
The ultimate floor is lava gameplay. Okay, 38 seconds left. Oh, the back air gives Ken the lead, and all of a sudden...
30 seconds in, there's the turnaround. Couldn't quite go for the grab, though. A little late on the punish, mind you. Okay, oh yeah, that's nice. Did it right in place, and every time he goes for attack, he's hurting himself too, so he's really going to have to go for something meaty and powerful here. Oh, another homing attack, 20 seconds left here. Whoa, look at the percents climb.
Suddenly the lead right back, but every single... Look at that.
Oh my god, literally
0.1%.
0.1. 8 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Still not quite enough to do. We got the taunt here. He's going to have to try to run him down. Run him down? Oh, wait a minute. That was back and forth when it didn't even really need to be that way.
And I think every single Pichu aerial and every single Pichu electrical attack certainly mattered.
Damn. Yeah, go ahead and take a swig of water, man. You definitely deserve all the gulps. You deserve endless gulps, sir.
I will join Tyroy on a swig of water.
Shout out to the Sam's Choice Purified Water. I know not the sidebar too much. We talk about how horrible Dasani is and Aquafina and blah, blah, blah. But look, when you come to the Midwest, more specifically a Chicago event, you're going to get this Sam's Choice Purified Water. And it's damn good, okay?
We commentators like to rag about our bottled water because we've lived that life.
Yeah, we definitely do.
All right. Going to Kalos Pokemon League. Final destination with that little campy side platform with which you can launch a pretty calculated offensive at different angles onto someone who is planted in the center stage.
I can see Pichu having a lot of fun here, but I could also see Sonic using the platforms and where they're positioned, as well as the new space that he has to work with here to his advantage as well. All right. Dashing in and out. Has the lead here. Nice. Oh, my God. Again, just being able to hold down the ledge so dominantly in the way Ken does, it can really make all the difference here. Excuse me, in this matchup. Got the hiccups from drinking so much Sam's Choice water, man.
Oh, that down air combo to extend. Very nice from Tyroy to close this gap slightly. And be careful of Pichu with these platforms, man. He can launch some crazy offenses with forward air and back air from that high position.
Absolutely. You have got to respect Pichu on the platforms. Okay, there's a homing attack. No parry that time, though. I think he kind of caught Tyroy slipping there. Okay, we got to roll. And I'm loving these forward smash attempts. I think he knows that they don't have the best range in the world. So either he's going to do them on shield and get away with it for free, or he's going to use it as a way to bring Ken in, because he knows that Ken, if it was up to him, Ken would just stay back in the corner and never approach if he doesn't have to once he gets the lead. Oh,
jab block gets it done, and Tyroy from behind takes stock first.
Channeling his inner E, Sam. Huge shout out to him, man. Okay,
tech Jason.
Tech, yes.
Doesn't get it quite done here. Okay, but that neutral air landing the dash attack, good damage right back.
Jeez, and Ken right now is being smothered here. It's something that Ken is not quite used to, but I'll tell you what he is used to, and that's landing back airs, man, in a very, very strong fashion, mind you. 53% here, you know. Ken is looking really good. You know, that last game, it didn't start out very well for Ken, but, you know, he brought it back towards that tail end. I could definitely see him doing the same thing here.
Yeah, I think the adaptation's been great from Ken, even like just from the first half and the second half of game 1.
Yeah.
We saw a completely different change in style, slowing down the game to really weave in and out of Pichu's effective range.
I think the problem is that he's just not having the best start. He doesn't have an issue catching up. He knows how to play the slow game and chills his way back into the league. But I would like to see Ken with a better opening in the next game. Because we had a lot of trading going on back and forth. And though if I'm Pichu, I don't want to trade with Sonic too much. They seem to be working in Tyroy's favor. But I might have spoke too soon. Again, another 2-frame attempt. Slightly mispositioned, off the mark.
I'll try to get that back air catch on the platform. We see how violent that can be in game 1.
That's right. Uh-oh, what we about to turn it into here? Oh my God, put the damn toes, Stern, the toes. Come on, man.
So good. That move's insane. Pichu has a lot of great moves. I think that's his best.
Yes. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, Ken getting a little flashy here.
That Nair doesn't send straight up anymore.
Yes.
That would have been a kill confirm, I think, in Smash 4, right?
I think so. Like I said before, Ken getting flash was going to take a lot more than flash to seal the deal here. We're going to definitely need some fire here. Okay. Oh,
yep.
Wow, my God. Landing back here now. This is still very, very doable. Not out of the realm of possibilities at all. But right as I say that, though, Tyroy certainly putting on the damage.
Being explosive with this mouse.
Okay.
I think he's trying to time those parries still, right?
Yes.
He's in shield, and then he drops it and gets hit by the spring. Or, sorry, the homing attack.
Yeah, I like how he used the spring there, though, to force him to recover awkwardly. I think he thought he was actually going to fall right in front of him, but he actually went to that top platform, and that's just a testament to how well Pichu plays around here on this stage specifically. Oh, my goodness. Okay, platform was safe. Just when you thought it was safe to come back on the center stage. There's the parry. Nice stuff. Again, like I talked about, we need to see more parries from those Thunder Jolt approaches.
Up throw Thunder, potentially? No, goes just for the forward throw for damage and stage positioning.
Go for the tilt. Oh, no punish, so has to eat that.
Oh, down tilt to neutral air just to continue to keep Sonic in the corner. All right, get up there with the forward air. Buy some space here for Ken.
That's right, but for how much longer is the name of the game here. Both these two guys definitely knocking on death's door. One solid hit will pull the plug on this. We'll move into another game. Snaps the ledge. Okay, awkwardly plays air dodge, but gets left off the hook, though. Pichu.
What was that trade?
I don't know, man, but we can't have too many more of those if you want to run away with this. Forwarder off the ledge once more. And again, another nail-biting, what looks to be a nail-biting finish here, mind you.
I don't think this will be a timeout. There's 2 minutes left. Both these players are kill percent, and Tyroy finds the back air, the very lingering hit, catching Ken out of, I believe, a spin charge. And 2-0 lead for Tyroy.
Alrighty, man.
We are 1 game away from a Chicago versus Chicago winners finals at the final Midwest Mayhem, where so many incredible players flew out very far away.
I gotta say, you know, and not to get too emotional, but I will say that, you know, the Midwest Mayhem is certainly obviously an event that us Midwesterners hold near and dear to us. If you're from the Midwest, you need to get a chance to come out to this fantastic tournament series, man. I feel really bad for you, son. I truly do.
It's been a hell of a ride, Rod.
It most certainly has.
I thank you for being here with me as we close it out. And we'll see if Tyroy can close out this game here. He's 1 away from taking out Ken at the weeklies that all the Japanese players have come to. Tyroy did not get to play Ken. He only played T, and I believe it was Game 5, like last stock.
You know, I talked to Raven King just a little bit before I got on top 8. I was listening to some music, and we talked about his showing at the weekly. He said, you know, I played Ken last night, you know, and I didn't have the best showing. I think he kind of washed me, but I used that data to try to figure some things out because he was like, you know, he has some habits that are certainly exploitable if you play your cards right. And obviously, a character like Ike would have a much harder time than a character like Pichu. So let's see if Tyroy has done his homework here versus Ken, versus Sonic. This is the Sonic in the business at that.
And Sonic is a character that used to run roughshod over Chicago. We had 6WX come here and take incredible tournament runs. We've had Pow Pow, when he comes from Wisconsin, just beat up Chicago at a lot of our weeklies. And Tyroy showing great adaptation in a matchup that we generally don't have too much experience in.
Agreed.
Dating back to Smash 4.
Yeah, that's very, very true, man. Shout out to Wisconsin, too, just by the way. No, they don't get as much love as they deserve, man.
Oh, they did great today. Pow Pow got 13th.
Is that right?
After losing early to Jigglypuff.
All right,
the run.
All right, moving along here. God, I don't. Oh, not this timeline. Okay, we got to get back to this timeline here, though. Can Ken get the lead? I know I talked about it in the last game. Ken needs to do a solid job of getting the lead and holding on to it, and I spoke it into reality, ladies and gentlemen. There's the forward smash. He has the lead. Let's see what he's going to do with it, though.
You've seen the Twitter videos of, like, Sonic's forward smash outranging Luigi's grab and crazy stuff like that. He's got, like, the extendo arm when he comes out with that move.
Yeah.
But Pichu taking the stock of his own, evening this up, finds himself a little bit behind in percent. But we've seen how explosive the Pichu combos can be.
Yeah, we see how explosive both of the combos can be. But obviously more Pichu, than Sonic. Ken certainly still has to work for his combos as well here, just maybe a little bit harder. Good stuff drifting towards the ledge. Oh my God, and then rolling at that. A lot of times players will elect to go for the neutral get up because they feel like it's their safest option. He knows that Tyroy is looking to reset the situation with a down tilt or a tilt of any matter.
Ooh, trying to get that tech in place. Shield incredibly low from Pichu. The low profile frame means no shield poke this time.
That's right.
Keeping Tyroy alive.
Absolutely. Okay. Tyroy struggling here. Again, another neutral get up. He's going to go for back throw, of course. Oh, wait a minute.
No invulnerability on that spring ride from Sonic anymore. So you are very vulnerable to things like that spike.
That's what I was afraid of. I was like, is he going to try to spike him this time? There's the forward smash. That was definitely a read again. Okay, good footwork in and out. Tyroy not quite as aggressive here. Staying towards the, oh my God, staying towards the ledge, or excuse me, the middle of the stage here, but ends up finding himself in a really awkward spot off stage as he meets the fist here, courtesy of my man Ken.
That's why Sonic loves this stage. You can cover that platform beautifully with the back air on the ledge get up.
That's right.
You think you're safe retreating to that.
You get a lot of mileage too off of forward smash from Ken.
Oh yeah.
He can obviously hold out forward smashes, smash attacks in general. Just super dominant in this meta, but the forward smashes can definitely be held. And with this in mind, he can also angle that as well too. So if he decides to go high, he'll catch it. And if he decides to go low and try to snap the ledge, he might eat another 2-frame.
Taking center here and finding the forward smash. Does an anti-air. That little ball catches a surprisingly high angle, and Ken was caught unawares.
Again, goes for the top platform. I love these landing options, but they weren't tricky enough though. Ken certainly one step ahead of Tyroy here.
Oh, okay. Sneaking out the back air on landing. Very last available hitbox before you touch the ground. Gets it done.
Uh-oh. Forward air. That's going to be enough to do it. Pichu's too light to deal with that type of business. Ken gets himself a W. Didn't expect the 3-0 in a handshake, especially as we find ourselves here in winter semifinals at a very notably stacked event.
I would have been shocked if it was 3-0. Tyler's a fantastic player, don't get me wrong, but 3-0ing Ken?
Yes.
With Pichu?
That's something you can definitely hang up on the fridge. Not too many players can say they've done that.
That would have been ridiculous. But Pichu, very, very light. Will find yourself victim to some of those kills off of the left and right sides very early sometimes. Gets the job done here for Ken. That lightweight also helps Pichu in the juggle game because he's by far the lightest character in the game. It makes it weird to calculate exactly how you should follow up in certain scenarios, and I think that is going to be a point where Ken could adapt a little bit better.
Well, let's see what we get here. Ken finally has a game to work with, and the great thing about getting this game is that it's letting your opponent know that I still have a lot of fight left in me, and if I'm going down, I'm going to go down with the hell of a fight.
Good. I expect no less than top 8 of the final Midwest Mayhem.
Right. All right. The back air once more. Another dash attack as Ken decides to come in. And I know I was kind of worried about, Ken not having the best start and always having to play from behind, but it looks like he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive here.
With the layout of the platforms, I think it also aids a slightly more aggressive style of gameplay, because Sonic can pressure these platforms left and right. Especially when Tyroy tries to just retreat over there and then full hop Thunder Jolt. I think he can place himself straight under the Pichu and be in a good position.
Absolutely. Okay, not allowing him to get back towards center stage. He knows that that's exactly where he wants to be. Ends up meeting him with the homing attack. Now, Tyroy, again, struggling to get back onto the top platform. Okay, has to get back down aggressively, too. Hopefully Ken picks up on that. He tossed out a lot of unsafe aerials. Okay, Thunder Jolt. Back throw. No, actually down throw that time.
DI mix-up maybe to get an additional follow-up, but not fooled by it at all here is Ken. Although on the landing, you're stuck.
Uh-oh. Ledge Trump back. We haven't seen a lot of Ledge Trump gameplay here. Not just in this set, but just this weekend. It seems to be almost a thing of the past here in most cases.
Ledge Trump back air can be very good for Pichu. And, of course, for Sonic. It's a little slower.
Yes.
But I think it's a part of the adaptation from the two of them. I think everyone's buffering their ledge get-ups at a perfect time to make it harder to bait into some ledge trump scenarios.
That's fair. Oh, don't hang on the ledge for too long. Pichu's going to come and get you. Oh, but then Ken answers back immediately. I like that. Not allowing the crowd to get on Tyroy's side.
Blow for blow so far in this game 4.
That's right. Meet each other eye for eye, 2 for 2. But somebody's definitely going to be picking up some teeth here after this set. All right. Retreats away. Ken right now playing this thing very safe. He knows that Tyroy's been spending a lot of time off of his feet, whether he's going for like short hop, thunder jolt, into some sort of follow-up, or whether he's going for just to try to get up on the top platform.
Taking a quick punish here is Sonic, although not going to lead to any substantial damage. Both these players are just trying to dart in and out of each other's effective range. There's the parry on the homing attack again. Finally finding that timing. It took a couple games to find it back.
That's right. It's finally here, though. A little late into the game, but you know what, though? It's here. Okay, missing his target with the homing attack. Those are mistakes you cannot make here. No punish. Again, I like how he's spacing his back air now. He understands. I think Tyroy's really struggling to deal with that. Now he's starting to space it just a little bit better. That way, if it connects, it connects. And if he misses, Tyroy has to respect it.
And again, the low profile, small light frame of Pichu makes it a guaranteed homing attack on a lot of other characters with. And this slow little war of cuts and bruises is going Pichu's way here. Oh, looking for an attempt at the jab lock, which is a violent way to end this out.
It most definitely is. But even though he didn't get the lock, he still was pushing Ken off stage. I was actually kind of interested to see what he would have turned that into. Okay, gets a couple up airs, take the platform away from him. There's the tilt once more. This thing is starting to run away here from Ken.
Looking for that drag down back air once more.
Oh, that was so smart. Uses the back air, but kind of crosses him up that time because he knew that it got all shielded and he was possibly going to look for a back throw.
Forward throw.
What do you think, you're me? You can't just throw forward smashes out for free, dog. I'm going to punish that.
Pichu better. He's so fast. If he didn't punish, I'd be surprised. Oh! That drag down forward is incredibly scary for Pichu. Remember, that character would have died like 30% ago to that.
That's true. Uh-oh. Dash attack again. This thing is very, very close here. Again, and it's coming down to the final moments. And that just shows how much respect both these two players have for each other. Ain't nothing respectful about that back here. That was anything but. 158.4 exactly. Ken has the lead, and he's looking to force this thing into a Game 5 scenario.
Dash attack, I guess we'll get it done.
All right, tackle.
I always forget that's a kill move.
One of the first moves baby Pokemon can learn. We take those.
Tyroy's got a lead for himself on this final stock, taking advantage of the disadvantage that Sonic has. Much weaker in this game than it was previously. Oh! An attempt at a spike, and oh, baby, down tilt could have led to the world.
He is moving right now.
Very scary stuff, but Ken gonna bat away the little rodent for just a little bit longer.
Yes, but for how much longer is the question. He's gonna go for the spike. No, go for the tilt. There's the forward smash, of course. Not really looking for it to connect, but he definitely doesn't want Ken hanging out on the ledge for too long.
Okay, air dodging to the platform for safety. The spring also being a little nuisance inside of Pichu. Low game on this final stop.
Dashing around here, comes right up, homing attack, looking to bust the shield up. Oh my goodness, there was a forward smash if I've ever seen one, Stern.
The move is so small, but when it lands, oh, you know.
Ain't nothing small about that, that's for true. Okay. 12% differential separating these two players, and of course it's just climbing every time Pichu does anything. Forward throw, 109% here for Ken. There's the, oh no, that's not going to be enough to do it. I almost called it too early.
We saw the flash, but this forward tilt now represents death at the ledge. I think from center, Ken will live, but from the ledge,
he's definitely dead.
It's scary. That's why we see him threatening with the spin charges, spin dashes. Drag at the back air, not quite enough from the center stage either.
Coming up on 45 seconds. This is where things can get kind of tricky. Misses the 2-frame, tries to catch the high recovery off ledge. Beautiful stuff, springing right out of that scary scenario. Oh, no back throw?
That will kill 2.
Oh, yeah.
So many ways to kill a Pichu here.
He has to play this safe. Every move he tosses out gives Ken a new found perspective.
20 seconds left. Can we
matchup.
see another timeout? I think Tyroy is aware. 10% separating these two. And you see him using a neutral air. That's not an electric move.
Uh-oh.
7%, 10 seconds.
Oh my God, there's a dash tag. Oh no. Oh no! He has the lead. Ken has the lead.
That's
Ken
it.
has the lead.
We have game 5. In the very final seconds, he had to use an agility. And that deals damage to Pichu. Incredibly relevant in this game 4.
That was messed up. Tyroy thought he had that thing scouted out, but it was Ken who was able to clutch it out towards the tail end. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a game 5 scenario. The Sonic Master himself showing you why this character can still do damage in bracket.
This has been such a mentally draining set, and I am just watching it.
Yes.
We'll not even find out who has the fortitude to finish this up, move on to winners finals. Ken versus Tyroy, 2 very patient players, not afraid to play the long game.
Both of these two should have the mental
1-1 in timeouts so far.
That's right. Fortunately, we are running out of time here on the clock here. This is game 5, and with that in mind, we cannot risk any more timeouts. Somebody's going to have to try to run away with this.
And it's already pretty darn late here in Chicago. It's 11, a little hair past 11 o'clock.
Is it really?
Yeah, we have plenty of Smash Brothers left for you night owls here in Twitch community.
Well, in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, please let us know how you're feeling about this top 8. Hashtag MMU on Twitter. Join the conversation, man. There's a lot of Smash to be talked about this weekend. Let's Make Moves going on the East Coast. There's something going on in France.
I heard Tweak's Wario is ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous, but of course, nothing short of greatness from Tweak. And of course, we got Holiday Heist in Michigan, here, and there's just Smash going on all over the planet, man. So make sure you're multi-twitching it up, but of course, keep it locked here, though, most importantly.
Oh yeah, we are happy to be bringing you some hot Smash action from Chicago, Illinois. It is game 5. It is Tyroy versus Ken. Will it be another timeout? We'll find out.
I would hope not, man. Not with the way Tyroy's starting out this match. Very aggressive and very full of fight, if I may say so myself, man. Just being able to go for those tried and true Pichu combos at low percent will definitely set the tone, yes, for the rest of the match.
You blink and 64% is on your character.
That's true, but Pichu blinks, he hurts himself, so it's kind of a give or take situation here.
Me too, man. Every time I blink, I just trip.
Well, yeah.
The shoelace gets untied, and I'm just...
Sorry, man. We're getting old, dude. we're getting old. We're going to be wearing them shoes with the straps on them pretty soon, just to negate all of that.
After this tournament?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's been a long night, guys.
Okay, what's he about to do with it?
That walk is intimidating.
Very much so. It's like, does he know what I'm about to do, or is he just walking to scare me off the ledge?
A little of both.
A little bit of both, yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Ken, with the turnaround forward smash. Oh, just ever so slightly off the mark. I feel like if Ken could just find more openings for forward smash and connect them properly, he'd be sitting in a much better position. I don't know if he's...
It's hard.
It's hard. You know, Pichu moves so much, you're right. Pichu can low profile a lot, and it's just... Sometimes you just find yourself tossing out forward smashes because you're...
That's like just saying, just catch Sonic out of his landings, right?
Yeah.
Because he has so many tools to mix up, and he's so fast. It's trickier than it sounds. And it's easy for us to say it from this seat, correct? But Ken, catching the road.
That's right, man. Giving Tyroy a seat. He said have a couple, man. All right, forward air. He thought he was falling off of that platform. Tyroy resetting the situation here. Jumps high. Forgot about the spike.
These full hops being very threatening, though, to Ken, keeping him in the corner. Pichu has so many great options out of full hop.
Okay. Again, another back air attempt. Now see where he's where he might not be finding as many forward smashes, his back air attempts are really great. You know, whether that means that he's using them on shield to kind of create space or they're actually finding their mark, he's doing a phenomenal job at landing his aerial, so I at least have to give him that.
The dash attack has been surprisingly useful for Ken, just to break the zone as a mix-up. Although, as soon as I say that, Tyroy understands that with a backdash. Catches a little punish of his own. That's
right. You know, there's not really too many instances we can catch Sonic in an overextension. But I think, you know, Pichu, like we talked about, certainly has the frame data to do so. And as you see right here, man, playing the floor is lava once more. He's holding down center stage.
This time it's Ken doing that, though.
That's right. Staying away from the platforms this time as well. Punishes the homing attack.
And dashing at the perfect timing on that also seems to be a good way to deal with the homing attack instead of relying on the parry.
Yes, and I can see how Pichu could be very well at that. It's, you know, just, you know, other characters in the game obviously not quite as quick and as nimble, for lack of better terms, as Pichu or Pikachu. Pichu, on the other hand, can kind of be everywhere at once here. Uh-oh.
Drag down back air leads to a grab.
Yeah, I think he wanted a tilt. Wasn't quite able to find the mark there. Golly.
Forcing the air dodge, but not able to catch on the platform. Ken making sure to keep himself incredibly safe on these landings. The burst option of that back air out of shield, though, helping Tyroy to another state control position. The forward air trading right back.
Oh. But how many more trades can they make here? That was supposed to be a pivot grab. He kind of misspaced his opening. Oh, he had to go for the back air. He had to. Ended up not snapping ledge. Yes, ends up getting punished for that. And it's not very often that we see him get punished for those backers, but in a situation like that, we definitely seen it coming.
Pichu, lightest character in the game, gonna live from that back throw, however. Oh, and he went high! Not a chance.
Okay, Tyroy has to wipe the sweat off of his hands because it all comes down to this. His winner's bracket is definitely on the line here, and Ken shows no signs of slowing down.
There's so many killers left in this bracket. You want to be in winner's side grand, or sorry, just winner's finals right here.
Yeah,
for sure. The advantage matters a ton.
Yes.
If you lose, you have to win 4 sets to get to grands. If you win, you have to win 1.
That's fair.
Big difference.
You make a valid point here. And with how both of these two have been mentally stretched here this match, I don't think either of these guys want to be in it for the long run. They definitely want to get this W, and they want to move on to the next part.
Winning this set also gives you a longer break, if I'm not mistaken. It gives you a 2-set break before winner's finals, whereas a 1-set break to loser's quarters. So that's just some time to like get some water and collect your thoughts, right?
Right.
That matters. Ken making it matter with this back air.
This match starting to run away here from Tyroy. Every electrical move he tosses out, every exchange that he loses versus Ken.
There's a parry.
There's one. Can we get another one? No. No parry that time. Okay, goes for the... Oh, yeah, he didn't have enough percent. I was like, how was he able to smash out of that? Only 47% online here.
The stock has been mostly the glancing blows from Ken that have kept Tyroy at bay, and he tries to get a dash attack to catch the drift. Ken dodging it, though. Okay, this is a big opening.
Okay, opening not quite wide enough, though. Ken backs off. 74%. He knows what's on the line here for Pichu. Oh, my God! That's going to be enough to do it. We don't typically see the Japanese players pop off, but he's like, I earned that.
The emotion from Ken as he uses, I think, the first up smash since game 1. I think he threw out an up smash.
Yeah, right on the ledge, wasn't it?
For